Oh, Periscope, my peoples, what's going on with you? It is good to see you. I apologize. Oh, did I lose you?
Did you lose them?
I might have lost them.
Oh.
No, they still here? Oh, look at that. We still alive. We still kicking.
Hey, guys.
What? Periscope.
Hi, guys. Okay, that was real hype.
Yeah, I'm a little hype.
Okay, I see.
Make sure I'm still alive.
Okay, Jocelyn just joined.
Jocelyn just joined.
Jocelyn,
Right.
if you can hear us, can you like type something for
Somebody
us?
tap a heart or something. Let me know you alive. Bingo. No? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
You're
All
good.
right.
You're good. All right.
Periscope, it is good. Good to be back in the land of living. Good to see you all. We are, maybe that's, look at that. I'm all comfy, cozy. If you are joining us for the first time, just introduce yourself. Let us know that who you are. If you are a returning member, do me a favor, invite somebody. Quit being so selfish. Share.
Sharing is caring, as our children
Sharing
would say.
is caring. Or y'all can ignore me. All right. Be like that.
I shared.
Oh, all right. Tonight we're going to talk about how to fight. There's rules to this. Now, I know cuffing season is pretty much over. Why my wife got the phone in the doggone?
Well, because we're now live on Facebook.
Now live on Facebook, like we doing the most. Let me talk to my Periscope people. Let me talk to my Facebook people. We are doing the most.
We are doing a lot. We're going to try this out this week. This might not go every week.
We're going to see how this works. So, Making Marriage Matter is live on both Periscope and Facebook Live right now. So, invite your people to join us so we can have a quick talk about how to fight. A friend of mine, a colleague of mine, had a radio show about... How did he call it? Weapons of war. Weapons of war. And when I first saw it, I was like, "Well, Doc, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean by weapons of war." But as he got to talking, he was talking about the different ways that men and women disagree, and the different ways that they handle disagreements. So, see, men and ladies, I need your help. Gene. That's why I love you, Doc. Gene is always tuning in to help me out with the fellas. But ladies, I need your help. When you mad at your boo, your husband, your boyfriend, what do you do in order to show that you're mad at them?
Well, we can talk about we argued this morning.
Okay,
we can talk about
fine.
us.
If you want to bring it to Facebook, we can bring it to Facebook. And Periscope.
We tell them everything else.
Might as well, Doc. What you want to talk about? What?
Anyways, so this morning we had a tad bit of a disagreement, little tiny disagreement about
What was it about, Willie?
taking two cars to an event that we were going to. And so I didn't feel it necessary for us to take two cars because we were going to the same place. Why do we need to take two cars? He did not share that he was going to leave us and take two cars beforehand until he was getting ready to walk out the door. And I said, "Where you going?" "I'm gone." "Well, why are you leaving? We going to the same place. Can't you just wait a second so we can all go together? We can just take two cars." And so it turned into a big argument per se. And I will add, we were both on edge anyway. Emotions were high in the house today. So, yeah. So I got quiet.
Okay. So, some women choose the silent treatment.
I've grown.
We left to wait till the last minute to drop this so there's enough time to fight. That's right. We're not here to fight. We're here to take care of business. I'm a business man.
A business man?
Business.
Okay.
Ladies, one of the top things that you decide to do is the silent treatment. Now,
it's easier.
It's easy to do the silent treatment. You are absolutely right. You know what that means?
What?
Sometimes a man is going to make you mad just so you shut up. Oh,
that's so nice.
The Reverend said it. I was told the silent treat and the mean fake. See? The silent treatment and the mean fake.
Well,
women do the silent treatment well. Sometimes guys just don't want to hear it.
I perfected it.
So we would rather you do the silent treatment.
Well, you'd rather me do the silent treatment than I cut you with my words.
Now, wait a minute. We're going to get to each one differently.
I'm just saying.
You do the silent treatment. Mm-hmm. Jocelyn's been told that she does the silent treatment.
And the mean
with
face.
The touch of mean face.
I don't think I have a mean face.
I don't know what the mean face is. Actually, now that I think about it, Jocelyn, I probably do know what the mean face is. See? Perfected it.
I did. I perfected that thing.
So, the mean face, along with the silent treatment, let's see. I have to be silent sometimes so the Lord can get the proper vocabulary to come out.
Amen. I believe in that.
Ladies, that is so important that you just take a time to pause.
Take a time out.
Before you say something that is going to not be what you mean. And to add on to that, what comes out of you is only what's been put into you.
That's very true.
So if your first mindset is to cuss your husband out, what have you been listening to?
Well,
what's on your radio?
Yeah.
What
protect your ear gates.
Yeah. What have you been taking in? What have you been reading? What have you been watching? Maybe you've been watching a little too much of Real Housewives or whoever's not married and sleeping with everybody else's husband
Lord have mercy.
of whatever city they decide to be in. But the truth is, be careful what comes in because the only thing that can come out is what is in. It's just like toothpaste. When you squeeze it, see, look at that. Oliver's on point. I got another one. Oliver, my dog. Another dude tuning in. We holding it down. Me, Gene, and Oliver, we in this boy. See, Scandal. Scandal's a whole nother. Whatever you're watching, don't say I watch it. Don't even. I see it. I feel it in your shot now. Whatever you're watching, whatever you're listening to, comes out. It's just like toothpaste. When you squeeze a tube of toothpaste, what do you expect to come out?
Toothpaste.
Why?
Because that's what the labels say.
And that's what's been put into it. So you can't expect holiness to come out, just good conversation to come out when you haven't done anything good to fill up. Yeah. Whatever is in you, as soon as you stub your toe, if the first thing you say is, oh, that was put into you.
You're right.
It's not natural to say that. Because if Janiyah stubs her toe, she better not. And she would not. Because it's not in her vocabulary. It's not been poured into her.
Janaya's going to say, oh no!
Oh no! And we know what she means, but so the point is, be careful what you listen to. Be careful what. Thank you, Doc. You see that little horse? Bingo.
Oh my gosh. Who's that? Dre.
Another dude tuning in.
Oh gosh.
The dudes is taking over Periscope.
Okay, ladies.
The dudes, we run this joint. What up, though?
You way too hyped.
Man, I am super hyped today.
You had too much tea.
I might have had a little too much tea.
Yeah, that caffeine is gonna kick your tail
in
about 2 hours.
Arnold Palmer's for life. So be careful of what you take in, because what you take in is going to come out.
Exactly.
Also, ladies, the silent treatment, let me help you. It doesn't work. I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
I don't think it doesn't work.
Okay, go ahead. Believe
I think it works for the moment, as long as you don't keep it bottled up. Like, I think you have to be silent for a few minutes, hours, not days.
Okay.
Because you end up festering on it. Okay. But I think that to get your thoughts together so that you don't say something out of anger and you only speak out of love, that sometimes being silent is okay.
Okay, so maybe a moment of silence.
Okay.
I think a moment of silence is different. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Oh,
She kind of made me look good. There you go. Kiana is on. Kiana, are you reading my notes? The silence treatment is counterproductive.
Okay.
What has ever been solved out of silence?
Nothing, but if I'm
silent. Hey, thank you for nothing. Next.
But wait. If I am silent for a moment so that the Lord can place the words in my mouth.
Now she holy again.
To say what I mean instead of me speaking out of anger and for me to speak to you in love, I think my moment of silence is a good thing.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure your moment of silence that you speak of and the silent treatment is two different things. That is not the silent treatment.
No.
Kiana, we gonna draft you in.
All right, now, Kiana, you gotta be on my side.
That's reflection. You are right. The silent treatment is a form of punishment used mostly by women to get back at men.
Oh, whatever.
Man, I'm telling you. Kiana, you are on.
Be so technical.
But you can't just say, well, it's the silent treatment because I'm reflecting and I'm waiting on God.
But I gave you the silent treatment this morning.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
But what did it resolve?
It didn't resolve anything right at that moment.
What did it resolve?
But I was able to speak to you in love once I saw you 5 minutes later.
I left.
You did. Because you had to go somewhere.
That's right.
But when I saw him 5 minutes later, because we were going to the same destination, I was able to speak to him in love.
No.
Because I was silent.
And since we own that, always list silent treatment as a fraud move to get the man to ask, what's wrong, baby? You're so right. And
he ain't gonna ask that.
When you in the game long enough, that is one of them doors that you don't even want to open. Ask. What's wrong? It's like opening a closet of skeletons and expecting not to get hit with a bone.
Ask that.
No, thank you. I already know what's going on. If you want to be mad about it and sulk, take your time. When you're ready to talk about it like a grown up, I'm right here. But I'm not going to ask you, hey, sweetheart, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
How come you're not talking to me? Give me a kiss.
That's not him. Now, he will mess with, like, he'll come up and be like,
yeah,
something stupid.
I'll pick your nose.
And goofy. And it'll make me mad for the moment.
Yep.
Because I'm mad.
So,
I'm going to be silent.
The silent treatment is a big one for women. What else do you do? The mean face. The mean face is... No, you don't do the mean face. But
I will storm around the house, though.
Storming around the house. As no man ever. Never ever. Baby, what did I do wrong? No thanks. That's a conversation you're not even willing to have. The mean face, storming around the house. Mm-hmm. Storming, please. Can some young lady please tell me what slamming a door does for you?
It gets out your aggression.
Gets out your aggression. You know what it does to men? It makes us immediate. It's something in a primate man that makes you think, oh, you can slam doors? No. I can slam doors. Let me show you how to slam a door. Anything physical, it becomes a competition with me.
God.
You're not just going to be slamming doors. Like, I got doors I can slam too. In fact, I'm going to open the door that you slammed and slam it harder so that you know that I am in charge of it was my bedtime reminder. It's telling me to go to bed. I can do this just as bad as you can. So storming around the house, that's another good one. What has storming around the house solved? Not how does it make you feel. What has it solved?
Nothing. But you're real heavy on women. Let's talk about you.
We dealing with the women's issues first.
That's enough for the women's issues.
I asked the women, what do they do when they're mad at their spouse?
So, honey, what do you do when you're mad at
your spouse? Wait, I'm not done. I told my mom I wasn't cooking for Gene, because I was mad. She said, does he not pay rent when he's mad?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the gun range.
The gun range. Wow. Okay. Yeah, your aim was good. I saw that. Not cooking for your husband. Not cooking for your husband. Is that fair?
No, because I gotta eat too.
Somebody has to eat.
Yeah, your mama got you. I know your mama Kiana.
Another one that I heard is, I won't wash his clothes. I will only wash my clothes. So you're gonna go through the dirty clothes hamper.
That's too much work for me.
It's too much.
I'm not doing that. I'm not.
What else have I heard that nobody has mentioned yet? I'm not gonna give them none. Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm. It gets real sad. I'm a hold off on the cookie because I'm mad, and until he get right, he can't have none.
I'm not doing that.
The petty wop syndrome. It comes down to speaking a language that both of you understand.
Exactly.
If you are really trying to resolve the issue.
Right.
Now, if you're not trying to resolve the issue and you're just trying to do some things to get attention,
then keep on being petty.
Then yeah, come on, be petty tendergrass. Who'd you?
Petty patty.
Petty patty. Petty tendergrass. But
no, what do men do when they?
Men, when we get mad, we have a tendency to leave.
Yep. And what does that solve?
It solves nothing. Okay. I'm not saying it solves anything.
I'm just asking the follow-up questions that you asked me.
No, see, you always trying to flip and...
I'm just asking a question.
Sometimes for men, leaving gives us the opportunity to... You will open the door.
You sure will. And I'm not opening no doors for the devil to come in. No, thank you.
You're right. Mm-mm. Sometimes men leave because some men don't know how to control their emotions.
Okay.
And since we are the stronger vessel, we don't want to do harm to our weaker vessel.
Okay.
So sometimes men will say, look, I got to go for a ride.
That makes sense.
They may not even say that. You might just hear
keys and walk out.
Door, engine.
Well, that's going to make... Okay, you don't do that. That's going to make me even more mad. Anybody out there got a spouse that does that? Does that make you more mad?
It might.
Oh, we got hurt. Somebody get mad about that.
They didn't even want to take time to say me. They just started typing a very loud engine. See, Shay knows up. Oh, that was Jocelyn.
Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. We appreciate the hurt.
Some men will leave because they don't want to, just like women don't want to say anything.
You feel abandoned when it happens. Exactly. See, that's not good.
It's not good. It's not good at all. I'm not saying these are good things. I'm saying these are some things that we
happen.
Do.
Okay. But y'all need to stop doing that.
We'll leave because we don't want to. We may not know how to deal with the emotion, or men are not verbal by nature.
Okay.
And we'll understand immediately that if we get into a verbal conflict, I'm going to lose. Why
can't y'all talk?
Because women talk.
Men aren't natural communicators.
No. We communicate.
You don't verbally communicate.
We don't verbally communicate.
You're not natural verbal communicators.
No, we don't talk about everything else. If you worry about, and I worry about him when he drives. Wow, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
Especially when he's angry.
Right.
If you've known men to watch a game, their vocabulary is not very extended. If you've seen us talk about women, our vocabulary is not very extended. It doesn't last long. We may look longer than we talk. And see, men are visual people.
Don't let your eyes get you in trouble, brother.
Your eyes will get you in trouble. They will. Shut them.
Mm-hmm.
Close them.
It's real tight.
Close them real tight. Look the other way. But we're not verbal people. You walk into a room full of men watching the game, and it might be quiet. Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of grunting and yelling.
Yeah.
Hey.
Y'all say y'all are mad, but still look and act mad. Because we don't want to deal. Kiana said that men look mad. And this is a woman trait too, so don't get it twisted. But it's plenty of time. Baby, what's wrong? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? That's certainly not.
So now we're fighting about being mad.
Right. Oh, you mad about something? Oh, you're not gonna tell me I'm mad about. Yeah. So it's all right. We good.
Okay. I was gonna say I got you here.
Oh, look at you. That's just my New York face, because New York people is mad about everything, all the time.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. So those are some things that men do. Men are not vocal. We do things. Mm-hmm. We might leave and go for a ride because we don't want to put our hands on you. We know what that does.
Well, you ain't crazy.
We ain't right. Mad, but we be mad, but not mad, but we mad for real.
You mad, dog? You mad?
No, I ain't mad. Another thing men do is we don't do the silent treatment because we're not verbal anyway, but we shut down. Exactly. I am king of shut down.
This mug is shut down. King. Boom. Created shut down. Like, I shut down master.
Yeah. I am a shutter downer. And sometimes, just like every good computer that you have to shut down in order to reboot. And whenever there's an update that, Johnson said you go find another woman to talk to.
Who?
Not me. Johnson said that. Johnson do. Ooh.
I feel really like.
Whenever there's an update on your computer, the only way that you can receive it is if you shut down and reboot.
Exactly.
Sometimes for men, we run for so long. Johnson trying to get somebody killed tonight.
Yeah. Don't go talk to another woman. Don't do that.
No, that's not what we do.
That's a big fat no.
But I will remind. I'll come back to that.
Okay. Yeah.
When you reboot, sometimes with that update, you realize there's some things that you used to do that worked in the past that you can no longer do. Kiana, he was almost on our side. He was almost on our side. We're going to kick you off.
She
shuts down. When you shut down, it gives you the opportunity to download new information. What up, though? To download new information, to rethink some things that you've done, and to approach it with a new set of opportunities.
Exactly.
So, and while I'll paint everything that men do as something positive, it's still wrong.
Thank you.
It's still wrong for me to shut down, even though I may need it in order to move forward.
And I think with that, you know your spouse, and so you know when they're slipping into shutdown mode. And so I am queen of, well, if you gonna go down this rabbit hole, I'm going with you. So if we shut down, we shutting down together. You shutting down? No, you can't shut down. What's wrong? You're a liar. Like, I will bug him until he tells me, babe, I'm shutting down. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Because I need that communication, because I know his shutdown patterns. And if he shuts down...
Just like in that voice.
I do.
In that voice. She calls me a liar. You're a liar. No, you're a liar. Shut up.
I do. But I say that because I've been around him and I know his shutdown pattern. And I know if he gets too far gone, it's hell getting him back.
Tanika, have a great day. We appreciate you.
That's Lori. Hi, Lori.
Who?
Lori. She said it was Lori. Jasmine said it was Lori.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Tanika. That said she had to go to work.
I know, but Jocelyn called her Lori.
Oh.
I think that was Lori.
Oh, it was Lori.
See?
Oh, Lori, we'll see you next week. How about that?
I know what I'm talking about.
Her middle name is Tanika.
How she get? That's another conversation.
Okay. So, shutting down is something that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving is something that we do. Raising our voice, old school daddy mode, is something that some men still do.
You don't do that.
No, I'm not vocal. Here we go with the middle child syndrome.
Sorry, Jocelyn.
Men have a tendency, because we cannot out vocabulary you, but I can get louder than you. So what we can do is, and all the curses come out. Yeah. What we at that point, we almost try to be intimidating, because I don't have the immediate answer, and I don't want to simplify us too much, fellas, but think of your 2-year-old. When they get angry, they don't really know how to express themselves. So, oh boy. Dre, you married a man. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Dre, you can't say stuff like that. We ain't met her yet. Don't be telling us stuff like that about her.
2-year-olds can't communicate. Stop it. DeAndre is happily married to a woman with but she just has a lot of
and a lot of that is our upbringing.
You're right. You
like
are
if
absolutely
you
correct.
In your house, if you saw your mom deal with her frustrations and anger.
Shut up.
Shut
it up.
If you saw your mom deal with her frustrations and anger that way, then that's what you're going to mimic. We mimic what we see in our household. And either you, A, realize that it's a problem and you work to correct it, or B, you follow in that same pattern.
So, we might raise our voice just like 2-year-olds. They don't know how to express what they really want because their vocabulary isn't where it should be yet. And they just either break down into tears, or they start making lots of noise, or they have temper tantrums. Yeah. Men are more or less the same way. If we don't exactly know how to solve the issue and we're pushed into a corner, we're not going to swing. I'm just going to get loud for no reason.
That's so unfortunate.
And it doesn't do anything to help the situation. So what we wanted to talk about today, it was Let's Get Ready to Rumble, is how men and women differently communicate being upset. And for you, as a woman, if you decide that the silent treatment is for you, you have to understand, as a man, it was never an option for me. So I don't understand your silent treatment. Which means if I don't understand what you're trying to communicate, if you're trying to communicate that you're angry or that you're not happy with the situation, it's going to go right over my head. Because that's not the way that I communicate. Right. If I'm trying to show Jayla that I just need some time to myself and I shut down, well, she doesn't shut down. So if I shut down, she's just looking like I don't know what's on. See?
Hi, we don't know. We haven't met you, but hi.
I was gonna say, that sounded so mean. We don't know you.
I said hi. We've got to meet her.
It's one of my best friend's wives. You got to be good people.
I said we got to meet her.
You cannot choose to communicate in your manner and expect the situation to get any better. If you decide to continue to do what is comfortable for you, what you have always done, please expect the situation never to change. Right. You cannot continue to act like you are single. This worked when I was single. This is just the way I deal with problems. Good. I'm glad you deal with problems that way. You're married now. It's time to change. Right. It's time to do some evolution. Good job. We evolve together. Whenever you put a strong plant next to single eyes still matter. You're right. Whenever you put a strong plant next to a weak plant, the plant automatically tries to intertwine itself with the stronger one so that it can grow to be just as strong as the other one. So, that being said, if you are the stronger vessel, your weaker vessel is going to try. Come closer, baby.
Ooh.
It's going to try. Almost got X-rated on the camera. It's going to try to grow with you.
Exactly.
If you are not growing together, you ain't really a couple.
No.
You just a couple of people. So when you're dealing with issues, that's right, cover your eyes. This is when married lives matter. If you have an issue in your situation, then it's good to know yourself, to understand this is what I do in order to get over a situation in my life. But once you become married, once you become seriously dating, engaged, the whole nine. Once you're serious, you have to start exploring what you do together.
Exactly.
To get over the hump.
Exactly. And here's the other thing. Once you're in a relationship, you got that?
Yep.
You know different things about your spouse. And so you know when it's something going on outside of the home that may make things a little temperamental. You know if they're stressed out at work, that their emotions are a little heightened, and so they're going to be more on the defensive side. They're going to be more apt to argue, whereas when things are all calm and the waters are still, you don't argue ever. Today was a prime example. We both knew that today was one of those like ticking time bomb days where all can go well or all can blow up. Either or.
Boom.
And it was because it was so much has been going on in our life the past week that it was to the point of, okay, tick, 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 boom. And it wasn't a big boom. Like we would, it wasn't that big. But for us, it was, we don't hardly ever argue like that. And so it was just one of those things where when you know it, go in your separate corners. Like, so for us, like once we got home this afternoon and things had kind of settled down, I went in one room, he went in another room, and we were apart for like an hour. Everybody in the house was in separate rooms because everybody needed that personal time.
Absolutely.
And I am queen of, you know what? I need a timeout. I can't stand myself right now, so I need to go take a nap. I need to read a book. I need to relax. I need to do something because I'm on edge.
And when it comes down to it, it's Cameron said, and she made a very valid point. She was raised in a house where words mattered.
Okay.
Her spouse was raised in a house where words didn't matter.
Okay.
And these are prime examples of
That's a nice Trey.
Trey's wife is running from a frog. These are prime opportunities to learn not only your spouse, but to learn you also.
Exactly.
Some of the greatest opportunities that you can have in a marriage, in a relationship, is to teach each other how to help with their weaknesses.
Right.
So if it is, in fact, a weakness that he didn't use his words, then you're going to have to start from toddler and teach him how to use his words. I feel like I'm talking to Janiyah when she was a baby. Use your words.
Right.
Use your words.
And that's part of marriage because you're taking two backgrounds, two different upbringings, and you're meshing them together. And so each person has to be respectful of that and realize it's not going to go necessarily the way that it went in your house when you were brought up. And they have to recognize it's not going to go the way it went in your house, the way that you were brought up.
And guess what? it may not always work.
Right.
There's, oh, yeah. When they use the wrong words, it's not good. What if you're not entirely sure what words to use?
That's that self-reflection, that time of prayer.
Yeah, this is that fallback period.
Yep.
Where before you open your mouth and say something that's going to dig your hole deeper and end up end up in a situation where, you know, at first the argument is over something this big,
and by the time you finish,
the reaction
this big.
Happens to be this big because of the direction that we chose to attack. And we attacked. It's important to understand that sometimes for women, it's not words that are needed, but a changed action. That's very true. It's important to understand that the words that you use are used towards somebody that you love.
Exactly.
Too often in the heat of arguments, in the heat of battle, whatever you want to call it, we forget who the enemy is.
Exactly.
If anything, this is Team Gracie. It's us. As much as I love all of my Periscope followers.
And our one viewer on Facebook.
And our Facebook follower. As much as I love you, it's me and her against the world.
Exactly.
And behind closed doors, I cannot allow something that took place outside of our bubble
infiltrate the house.
To infiltrate the house. It's not. No.
Baby.
Because that's how you start to shooting arrows in the wrong direction.
Exactly.
So when you are able to, even if you don't get along, find a common enemy. This is real spit.
Find a common enemy.
Find a common enemy. Because an old proverb is, an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's true.
So if you two can at least agree, what's going on, Chris? If the two of you can at least agree to dislike something else and point your negative energy there, then it takes all of the negative energy out of your relationship. Become haters together. Yeah.
Hate peace together. I mean,
do something. But it takes all of the hate out of your relationship and deflects it on something else. And now the words that you use to communicate to each other it's not hateful words.
Right.
I'm not battling anymore.
Exactly.
I'm trying to communicate.
Right.
And once we get out of that battle mind state, because as women are just as competitive, if not more than men. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, women have a way of twisting